No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 246. Mets, 10:42 p.m. Dixie, Australia, 7:42 a.m. Maud and Magdalene, Balloony telepath to Pilatre's parents. Please tell Pilatre he, like the rest of us, must remain silent until I break our observation-only telepathic link and I give everyone permission to speak. We do not wish to give anyone, and especially law enforcement, any inkling that I exist or that we can observe telepathically. Pilar, Magdalene whispered. Balloony said we must all remain silent until he, that is to say Z, tells us we may speak. Understood, Pilatre whispered while nodding his head. All right, Big B telepath. Silence, everyone. Here we go. As Z established the observation link between Za's self and SWAT Commander Richard Kelball. Through Kelball's peripheral vision, Balloony, plus Z's 5 human and 3 animal friends, viewed the SWAT Mobile Command Center with its multiple closed-circuit TV screens that granted real-time access to the body cams of the SWAT team members within 13 Vulture Street. But the majority of Kelball's attention was focused on the 4 computers that the cyber team had transported from Brentsy's home to the SWAT MCC. This is the one that I'd love to crack, Ada Lovelace said, patting the top of the computer while avoiding the screen. It has direct access to pinned videos, videos to which the user won't want immediate access. It's the top one that I'm 99.9% certain has the greatest significance to the suspect. It's pinned to the top and it's labeled. See where it says Gethsemane and has a time and date stamp. The date's the 26th of January, 1998. There are many pinned videos that are named, but they're all arranged by their original dates. Gethsemane is the only one that is pinned to the top, rather than simply named and left in chronological order. To me, that screams that your Brentzy suspect wants nearly instant access to it, which implies that either he wishes to view it frequently, wants the ability to scrub it at a moment's notice, or both. I'd love to open it, but I'm concerned there may be a self-destruct sub-program if we go in heavy-handed and inadvertently initiate the scrub feature. What if we had backdoor access? Kelbar asked. Would you feel safe viewing it then? Well, possibly, Ms. Lovelace said. It depends on who set up the access and who the end user was. I've met many a cocky lad who was certain of his abilities who was actually mediocre at best. Likewise, I've worked with computers where the owner was extremely savvy and had created safety protocols that were ingenious. May I ask who would be providing this access? Grafton Security Systems installed Brentsy's electronics, Kelbar said. We had the names of the 3 technicians and we're in the process of securing warrants for Grafton's contract and the 3 techs. The techs are, Kelbar pulled a small notebook from his shirt pocket and said, David Jones, Nishan Chime, Even, and Richard Woodcock. Any of those ring a bell? Yes, Lovelace said, nodding her head. David Jones does. Goes by Hydra. I've seen some of his work before. Quite competent and decidedly not ethical. I'd start with him as far as the techs go. Excellent. Our plan is to serve warrants on all 3 at the same time as soon as the warrants are ready. We certainly don't want anyone to get alerted in advance. Same for Grafton, though that may prove a bit more difficult concerning a simultaneous sweep. My guess is that if our 3 little hackers are at home, they'll almost certainly be sound asleep. At least I hope so, what with the news coverage. So you're suggesting we hold tight until we speak to at least one of the 3 techs, preferably David Jones? That would be most prudent, Lovelace confirmed. All right, Kelbar said, nodding his head repeatedly. By the book is imperative. The suspect is very wealthy and even more incredibly well connected. Thank you. We'll have to be sure to invite Mr. Norden to film the interviews of your Hydra. I'd say filming Hydra would be extremely wise. Best to get every I dotted, every T crossed, and every word and gesture recorded, Commander, Ada said, nodding repeatedly. Nodding and smiling, Kelbar offered his hand to Ada, and as they shook, said, Thank you for your assistance. If we get any of the 3 techs, I'll have them brought here, and you may observe while Norden films the interview. I'll get you your escort, he concluded in dismissal.